Sorry about that, cut a little short. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, and thank you so much for coming to Saturday night as we roll into the next week. Get ready for what they're going to do. Remember, not a lot of liquidity on Saturday night. Always be careful. Watch yourself. Be easy. And let's roll it in. Shout out to all my beautiful souls, everyone here on the live. Thank you for jumping on and appreciate each and every one of you. Good old lemon water. Let's jump on into the live stream. Again, let me see what's going on here. I believe we just got to go a little bit of this and a little bit of that. All right. Okay, let me see what's going on with the live stream. Check on in with the okay. Shout out to all the beautiful souls here. Thank you for sharing your most precious asset, and that is your time. Titan X. Titan was an old school one, right? Back in last time too. There was some of those oldies, but they were goodies. Okay, so Bitcoin. We played the flag. We're in the money. I'm not in the money anymore. But you know, are we making this bigger falling wedge? Really is the question. Or we're consolidating for a bigger fall to the downside? That's what everyone wants to know. Bitcoin about to make that move to the downside or to the upside? I would love to know. And I will do what we always do. I will delete it all and we'll start fresh together on a venture for the truth. To the weekly chart with no moving averages at all. First thing you want to do is take a look at Bitcoin. Bang. 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 All right. Pepe to the moon. Boom. Now, I always do this on the weekly because on the weekly chart, I want to make sure that everything I'm looking at from a big, a zoomed out perspective. Make sure you're looking something with a zoomed out perspective. You don't want to be looking too tight all the time. You'll get too zoomed in, you'll get lost in the sauce. You want to look at the weekly every single day if you can. When I was a beginning trader, I never looked at the weekly at all. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. It was too big. I was like afraid of big time frames. They were scary to me. Look at the 77 there and the 07 now. Look at that, 777s. Right when I say it. But it's crazy. Anyone here think that the bigger time frames are scary? Are you a beginner and the bigger time frames scare you? Because that happened to me, so you can admit it. I just want to see if I was the only one or if I was strange. I'm asking a question. You know what I mean? But when I was a beginning trader and I looked at the weekly, I was all like freaked out. I don't know. It was like scary to me. I'm scared. I know fear doesn't exist. You know what I mean? But it was just intimidating. Is a better word. But now, like, the weekly is my friend, and the weekly will become your friend, And you'll see that it plays out just like the 1 second chart. The weekly and the 1 second, no different. It all happens the same. It all plays out. Like, look, the 1 second thing we always talk, this is that little, here's the divergence away and then pumped up to the 200 SMA. That's it right there. That's the 1 minute. That's the 1 minute play we do on the 1 minute, 30-second chart. There it is. That's it right there. You get it? Anyone just like bug out? I'll show it to you one day, and we'll put these side to side. We can even do it tonight. It'll blow your mind. And so it's all about the divergence, coupling it with the BOOKMAP, looking for that liquidity. Shout out to BOOKMAP and all the sponsors on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. ITrust Capital. Absolutely love ITrust. Simple to go to. ITrust Capital. They're, Trust Capital. They're, simple. What I like about them is you could buy all sorts of different coins there. Like, I thought they would just have like Bitcoin, Ethereum, but honestly, they have the trending coins. They got Quant, Graph, Cosmos, Gala. You know what I mean? All the way to Shibinu. They got it all. Shib. Avalanche, Polygon, Polkadot. So, ITrust Capital is a place where you can move your IRA there too, and silver and gold, all in the same place. Really cool idea. Long-term ideas. You know what I mean? Thinking for the future. ITrust Capital, please to go. Check them out if you want to get done. I think it's interesting. Anyway. So Bitcoin gets above this previous resistance. The level is 36,600. If we can keep that level, we can continue easily. I mean, there's no resistance here. A little bit right there where these two candles closed. But I mean, this is a very bullish sign. I want to see how the weekly closes, of course. But even if it closes somewhat like this, I mean, it's still a higher candle with a bigger wick to the upside. No reason to have too much caution. At the same time, it is what it is. We didn't get above this key level right here, because that is our 1, 2, 3 week support, which we must get back above. We're kind of, you could say we're edging, but we're not there yet. What does the cup and handle mean? A cup and handle is just, it's when you have like a cup with a handle hanging off. Sometimes it can also look somewhat to be like the head of a right and the right shoulder of a head and shoulder in a way. But it's like, it's like this. This is a cup and handle. You'll get this cup. Price action will make a deep cup. And then it'll come off to the side. Usually it can be a pennant. I've seen it be a pennant, like a bull pennant, but it's usually like some type of flag like this. And sometimes you can have more of a downward movement. You know what I mean? God bless your family life for showing up no matter what. Being a real example as a man. We check NOIA in the daily. This includes coin market cap low. I'm wondering your thoughts and potential. Thank you. God bless you, Joker NYC. Love you, Sammy. We got you, bro. Barber Trader, man. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the love, man. God bless. Barber Trader Joe. So, that look. See how it's a cup with a handle, and it's an explosive pattern. It's kind of like this, it's kind of like the steam that comes off the side. It's kind of interesting, but there's a cup and handle, right? Boom, perfect example. And the cup and handle will usually give you the deepest of the trough to the top of the handle in the wick to wick. I found, and that's what I find happens all 90% of the time. So this tells me, 46,000 somewhere by 50K by April, possibly in that vicinity somewhere. All right. So there, it is what it is, So now, if we can get above this key level, oh my gosh. And so that's what it's all about. If you can see, there's a lot of pressure where we're at. And that's why, the thumbnail is saying, it's an area that you really got to pay attention to, It's setting up, it's setting up for either a beginning to move down, or we get above this level and we can continue up. So definitely time to pay attention to 37,700 area. This is it. This is it. We start to reject here. We could close this week red. It could be a swing low failure, and things could change. Okay. Tough as nails. Yeah, Bitcoin trading in my golden pocket. Yep. Yeah, we could flip it upside down. Hit a fib. And see that we're coming into the, sorry. There we go. Yeah, we're coming into that 618. You see it? Oh, I don't want to keep hitting that. There we go. There's your 786 right there. But that gets us, usually we'll hit that. We might hit the 786. That still gets us over 40K, 41,000. You know what I mean? And it resonates with these two candle closings here. Might be a nice take a swing profit right there. All right. And what I did is I put it upside down and swung the fib, So you can see the fibs act pretty, similar in other ways too. But look how we rejected off the 0.5 here. Similar if we were to bounce off the, But it's interesting. Okay, I like my Pepe. God, man. Oh, you guys are funny, man. You're funny, man. I couldn't do it, but I almost caught myself, but I can't do it. I can't say that stuff. All right. So I like what I'm seeing on the weekly, but some key levels that we want to break above. Is really what we're looking at. I want to see 38K, or the week close at 39,000. 39.4, it would be awesome. Break these two candles right here. Awesome, Yeah, NEXA, man. NEXA is my thing, man. I copped some NEXA today. I really like the coin. No lie. I don't know who made it. I'm not, no one. I'll be honest. I don't get paid to talk about coins. I just found NEXA very interesting. I liked it. It reminded me a lot of Caspa. Remind me a bit of XNA, and so it had a little bit of both, and has a good storyline, seems to have a bit of a following, and NEXA was my, a pickup for the week for me personally. But again, do your research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not the guy saying you should be taking the financial advice. We're going to take a look at the charts for NEXA. Another reason that I liked it, but it's been pumping pretty hard too. I'm a little late to the party, to be honest. There was more people that were really, really running on the ground with NEXA, but I found it and figured it out. But just in the nick of time, But we'll see. We'll see. I'm still early, but I like being earlier. I like being the first one ever, But we'll see. Nice move. Look at this. Look at the moves it had so far on MEXE, right? Just doing damage in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Just exploding. But it's tiny. This thing could just, to me, it looks more like this, and before you know it, we could be up here somewhere. And, it's so small. It's got 4 zeros. Unreal, and it's interesting. XNA just doing damage. Let's take a look at what happened to XNA, too. Look at that weekly candle. It's amazing. But look at that thing. Just absolutely about to go into price discovery ripping to 5.6. I mean, this thing is on fire, right? Broke above the level, falling wedge to the upside. Target really is all the way up there at 8. And it can, I mean, once it gets there, it's in price discovery yet again. This thing is on fire. It is feverish. We were getting in at 0.9. Some people at 0.6. Some people were at 0.009. We're done. I've done now a 6X on this puppy. This thing is out of control and ripping. Probably about to do a 10X at one point. Could do a 100X before the market even gets into full-blown, big terror. I mean, this could be the one. You never know, but it's been out of control. And I'm excited to be a part of the run. It's been amazing. And it's on. It looks like it's just getting started, But anyway, Bitcoin. Get back above this level. We keep it moving. Let's take a look at the 5-day. And I stick to what I say all the time. I don't break it for nobody. I got my word. And I don't break them for nobody, right? But this is my idea here. This cup and handle, right? As we break it down every single. No eat, no pay. That's what I'm saying. They don't give you nothing. You got to take it. Nobody gives you anything. You got to get it yourself. You know what I mean? No one's going to give you nothing unless you don't get it yourself. And I give you an opportunity for the Get the Education to go get it, baby. It's time you take your life by storm and go all the way. Act like you're a boat in the ocean that has to go in a direction or you're going to get hit by that wave. All right? Either you plan your life or someone's planning it for you. It's time to take a change. Get in today. Get the education you deserve. Let's get it in. You know what I mean? I said enough was enough. I said I'm out. I did join a trading group. God bless myself. And I decided that maybe I could get an education for once and start acting like I'm just a know-it-all. And eventually I bowed down and became humble. And that's when I learned how to trade. And that's when I learned how I could navigate the markets without losing my shirt every time. And learning to lose is the key to winning. Every single time. In all facets of life. But Bitcoin, beautiful 5-day candle. The 5-day candle is beautiful. It really is. Bullish engulfer. It was nice to say if we could finish it off, but we are at resistance. You can see clearly. A little overbought too. But I like what I'm seeing here on the 5-day chart for Bitcoin. As long as we stay above this 200 SMA, I have no problems with Bitcoin right now. And if I have no problems with Bitcoin, that means it's bullishly consolidating. And if it's bullishly consolidating, that means I'm building a case to tell you that Bitcoin's likely going to 49,000, 50K, but I can't, and I'm not saying, oh yes, it's guaranteed, because if in 2 days, and this is what I want you to understand, if in 2 days this candle turns red, or if we turn green up here and then turn another red and another red, and we break this 200, I'll tell you, man, that's bearish, and you'd be like, wow, but you were so bullish, you told everyone we were going up. Look, could be a head and shoulder pattern here. You always got to be open-minded to see things that you maybe don't want to see. And I find it funner now to break through my bias. See, I got addicted now to breaking through my bias. I used to have to hide it because I didn't want to go through that pain. I didn't want to be someone that was wrong, right? But now I realize that I had to stick to it. You know what I mean? While I'm still awake, Jamie, God bless you. What did he say? I can't see. NEXA, man, you're funny. Anyway. And remember, this is one of the last times to get in on Black Friday to the trading group. Right here. Boom. Jump on it today. Still going till Monday at 11:59. Find out about coins like NEXA. Hang out with us once a week with the weekly screen share. Dive in with me every single morning when I go over Bitcoin before I go to sleep. Bitcoin calls, leverage trades, unleveraged trades, spot ideas, all sorts of things that will blow your mind. How to research, where to research, coins that interested in, what's going on, the trend. Find out what's hot before everyone else. Stay on top with NFTs, BRC20 tokens, and more. A place where it'll blow your mind. A team of people and amazing people around the world basically 24/7, grinding all the time, putting in that work with respect, love, and love is the frequency and the consciousness that builds the group, and the group is just amazing. Shout out to everyone in the group. God bless you all. May you all have a blessed Thanksgiving. I hope everything was wonderful for each and every one of you. You know, I almost feel like mine was a cruel joke. You know, I don't understand it all, but like I just keep trying to find gratitude, and that's all I can do. You know, that's all I can do. Once I find gratitude, I find that I'm in the best place I could be, and that's with each and every one of you. So may God bless you all, and thank you for everything you've given me. For I have a home. My home may not be a regular person's home, you know, but my home is in the consciousness of all my beautiful people that watch this stream and all the people that connect with me online. Honestly, and you can call me an online nerd, whatever you want to say. Oh, he lives into the internet. But man, I meet you people in real life, and I travel around the world, and you become my real life. And I've seen you people and have memories now, and I have friends from the live stream. And so it's more than just this. It's become a community. It's become a lifestyle. It's become a journey for me. Honestly have Christmas last year and someone that I met on the group, you know. I shared, you know, the passing of my father and my mother with someone deep that I met on the group. You know, I have friends that back me up. You know, the closest people in my life now are people that I met in the group, that built with me, that worked with me, that created everything that I have today. And so I'm so grateful for that. I'm so grateful for everything that, I mean, that in itself is to my parents and to the love they gave me and to everything that has been then created for me. And it's just a cycle of life that we all are in, you know, and it's so precious and so fast and so quick. And it's like this, it's a blast, you know, and it's over. And before you know it, it's gone. So like, you got to just act like every single day is your last. Like you have to, you know, and you never know when you're going to get that call. You never know when it's going to be that moment. For me now, I've been like smacked in the face twice. It's just amazing, you know, and, you told me this was going to happen, I would have told you, you know. I woke up this morning, I begged my wife to tell me I was dreaming. I was like, I was dreaming, right? That didn't happen. And she's like, it did, it really did. I was like, man, that's crazy. Like, I feel like my life is some story, like a storybook. Like, really? On Thanksgiving, like, just right in front of you, just boom, you're gone. You know? Bye. Most healthy person you ever met, walking all the time. I'm going to make it. Years from now, doing everything she can, talking to doctors, finding out the information, you know, pushing for more, believing in herself, you know, never being mean, always on point, like, there for my kids, there for my wife. Bitcoin, man, you know, if it can't get above 37.7, we're going to have a bit of an issue, you know, main area here at 38,942, man. And that's what it is. One thing I want to look at that we haven't seen in a while, I want to spotlight some Bitcoin dominance here on Saturday night, you know. Always want to take a look at your Bitcoin dominance. It can get annoying. Sometimes it's a chart I don't know, for some reason it can be like, yeah. But it's a good chart to get into the habit to watching as much as you can, you know, a couple times a week. So last time we saw it was in this like uptrending kind of bowl. Like it had made this bigger bowl, right? And you see it's like almost making an Adam and Eve, which is telling me that like Bitcoin could go on some type of monumental move, because we know about these Adam and Eves. Like they've been breaking out. Like this has been the story of the entire bull run, or mini bull run, whatever you want to call it. We've been cashing in. Like I love it. We're traders. We're taking advantage of the market. You know what? I don't even care about it. Bull run, whatever it is. You know, the populace can tell you whatever it is. I'm a guy that's been sitting. We've been trading the bear or the bull. We've been trading whatever they, you know, we're like wolves that are eating whatever they give us, you know. And this is it. You know what I mean? This is it. This is it. Still not over the loss of my mom. You never will be, man. You know. My son's name is Finn, the Crypto Sparky. God bless you, man. Finn and Daisy are my parents, man. Yeah. Yeah. So uptrending cup and handle here, and the weekly seeming to turn. See it, shoulder, head, and shoulder here, saying that it's Bitcoin's turn coming. And so there's just a foreshadowing here of some type of big moves for Bitcoin like these. You know, and it's been fun for the altcoins. They've had their time, but like, you know, I'm just saying it looks like Bitcoin's going to come back with a bit of a vengeance. 21 crossing could get the curve up. And so I want to you know, I'm not saying guaranteed. And if we lose this level, we'll be able to retest it. And then the story could change. and we could get some altcoin action. So, but this level's key, you know, and it's looking more like we could get the move based on the moving average a bit now. So you want to just focus on some Bitcoin dominance, and you want to look at Tether dominance while you're at it, because you want to kind of juxtapose it. Last time we saw this downtrend, and wow, what a net, you know, they've been selling off. And honestly, if Bitcoin dominance goes to sell off. Also, the dollar is in a bit of a free fall right now, losing moving averages that you don't want to lose when you're, you know, big time moving averages. Okay? And so because of that, we definitely want to pay more attention, right, to some other key levels. Let me see, like this. Let me show you the 3-day. All right, so this was this one level. Resistance, 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 right? Bounce. So you want to make sure you stay below 650. It's very, you know, you stay below 650 and this downfill just continues to fall, right? And also, we got this like descending triangle here, which is in our favor, especially on a big time frame like this. See that? And that, you know, that's going to break 90% of the time in my mind. I mean, you know, I can't guarantee it, but for me, I'd say more 8 out of 10 times this is dropping to the downside. This is the exact pattern, right? And that's going to lead to that Bitcoin dominance. And even if we have Bitcoin dominance even a little flat or take half of it, the rest goes into the altcoins, you know. And altcoins are getting hot. People are just getting hot into alts. You know, another big alt that I like and that, you know, crosses my radar a lot, the people I think are missing out on. And again, I hold it, so of course I think it's hot. And again, I don't know the people. It's just something that is this Terra, you know. And it's AI initiated. You know, it's got that tap. Starting to get pretty tight here. You know, some say, let's see, you know, the battle between sometimes a symmetrical triangle and a bull pennant. But, you know, usually a symmetrical triangle is going to be that, you know, I'd say it's still a symmetrical triangle once you make it pretty, you know, open. You slim it down. It's got some bull pennant tendencies. This could go either way. The 4 hour looks interesting to me. The 1 hour, you know, looking like right now it's looking okay, you know, bit of a shoulder, head, shoulder, almost a complex inverted, you know, but it could break down, come back for some key levels of support. Oh, sorry. Now, if it comes down here, this would be a coin I'd be really interested in possibly accumulating it. All right. And I like to use these levels here with alerts. When I go past this alert, it's going to tell me, okay, you know, price action past it. And that's when I'm going to know what's going on. And I can give myself some time. And I can find out the time by holding shift and hitting the screen, right? And then I'm going to get this meter I'm going to hold right there. And like it's going to tell me, okay, in 16 bars, which is like 2 days and 16 hours, you know. And now, again, you want to make sure you're lined up. So I'd zoom in a little bit. Find where the candle is. Right, hang out like right here. Hit shift, move over. In like 20 hours, you know. And that's like 5 candles. I'll know a little more about what's going on. I won't have to watch it for 20 hours, you know. And you can make it more precise. You can go down a little time depending, you know. Wow, MYRIA is sending it, right? Look at that. Just absolutely sending it past the target and more to the upside. Just unbelievable. I mean, just keeps going. People love this coin. And I missed out down here. And, you know, never feel like you missed out. These coins just keep, look at that. I thought I already missed out and I knew about it here, but it was like, wow. And it could just continue to rip for a 5x. These coins are out of control. 100% gains. Like, you know, it was, wait, you know, it looked 1, 2, 3, couple days, because that's a 4 hour time frame. You got at least 12 of 16 of them, something like that. My life parents did not trust in him and give me everything I need and have takes away from these things. That includes good people in the bad times. Amen. Shout out to Armstrong 33, man. Yeah, but amazing moves for a lot of coins, you know. NOIA was crazy. Remember there's no Sonic coin? I mean, in the money again. And now Nosana really beginning to set up, getting itself ready. Like, I just love, and when there's bullish times, the patterns just start to look so beautiful. You know, things just start to set up nicely, and they become bigger and bigger. Sometimes you see micro, but this coin just beginning to build. You know, I don't own any of this either. Like, I'm just amazed. Like, I can't own every one of them. I wish I did own every single thing, but I just can't, you know. But this thing just looks amazing. May swing it for some, I don't know, you know, but when the time is right. And I know this thing just keeps continuing. You know, we getting in down here, and it just continues. You know, still in the money. No sauna. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, man. God bless you, brother. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you. Every Saturday night we kick it live here on YouTube, and we do it the way you want to do it, which is all the time. You know. Shout out to 680 people here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you for being here and sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. You're with the Crypto Lifer. All right. All right. I'll put him in mi gente. Mi. Shout out to everybody here. If you want to jump on into the trading group, which I highly suggest you do, I have a pinned message here where you hit Crypto Lifer. All right. Also, if you want to register to NEXA and get down, see the way we trade, see what's going on. I spot trade and find all the hottest coins, and they seem to have everything that's hot. They also have a great way of future trading if you're better at it than most people, but you have to do demo trading, I would say, for a while. Super chats, NOIA, and the daily. We'll take a look at that. What are your thoughts on the cup and handle on XRP on the daily? I have it out. You know, I've been talking about it, and it's been in my group, and, you know, we're watching it closely. You know, and I believe if we go to XRP right now, you'll see that I have it drawn. And we'll see here. You know, make sure I'm... Yeah, see, I got this big one here. Just kind of, you know, you can see it on the 4-hour too as well. But yeah, I mean, you got some hidden bullish. It all looks nice to me. Holding the key level. Looks like you're making that right shoulder. Getting ready. You know, boring coin to trade. I love XRP, but it takes its time. Takes its time. But 40% gains look like they may be coming to the green box. And so far, everything's on schedule. Nothing has changed. It's just been taking its time. But yeah, spot on with that cup and handle, man. Samuel Cup and Handle. You know, Samuel Cup and Handle, Sammy Cup and Handy, however you want to say it. All right. So we go back now to the 3-day chart, which I love. And that's beginning to build. And seeing that it could go up for a little more here on the Stokes. And still hasn't made that really bearish div that we're talking about. Starting a little bit here. There's a little bit of bearish div now on the 3-day, which is telling me we may start getting that pullback. This key level here, you know, could be a really good short for gains, or could it be the monster move here on the daily time frame, right? So you shorten this up, and you can see we're in this like little zone here. And getting ready for a possible bigger move. But could we just take that longer consolidation? And, you know, usually the daily expands a lot longer after this golden cross. Like, this is really a really good time where price action really likes to rip up, you know. And, you know, you're in a really nice place and time here. You get this you get this swing down. Well, this is swing. You got this hidden bullish divergence in a way here. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD. And just this nice, beautiful curve here on the stochastics. But, you know, you're still battling this resistance here that you just can't seem to get above for some reason at 37.7, right where we're at. Look at the 4-hour, and, you know, coming down nicely now, right? And that just kind of takes us to where we are. And what I've been talking about was, you know, this flag here for Bitcoin, but it's kind of starting to look more like a descending triangle to me. Honestly, right? Like, saw it earlier in a more of a flag-like statement. But to me, if it is now, it has to come down even too for a little more. Try to lock it in like, oh, it's making a shoulder, a head, right shoulder. But it's looking pretty messy. And it's weekend. Could be a lot of stops down here. That's looking like it's a double top. You know, to me, that's like messy. I wouldn't really... It's nice, but like I wouldn't trade double bottoms like that with on the weekend. Looks like they may come down here and grab that liquidity. Might come all the way down to this level here too. Right, and I did open a long, but I may close it for minimal. It looks like we may get a move down there. You know, may want to switch to a short here. We'll see though. It hasn't happened yet. I'll either get stopped out. We'll see what happens. We want to get above this key level here, which is 37,900. You know, that's kind of what I'm looking. That's what most importantly we want to look at. All right. But it's starting to look more bearish to me than bullish. You know, whenever price action just can't get above a key level for a while now, that's resistance. You know, 37,850, that's a resistance area. And you want to get back above that to remain bullish. If you can't, like, that's it. It is what it is. Right? It is what it is. All right. All right, I'm going to take a look at total, and then total 3, because these are the whole market caps of all cryptocurrency. All right? And you want to really zoom out and take a look at these. And we're going to do it together. And I have other drawings and everything, but I really want to see, you know, with an unbiased look now. And you'll see subtle differences, like they will be the same, but not always. And this, you know, and you'll watch total 3-2, and it'll all make, you know, well, look, I mean, we're making a nice move, and you can see here the total. It's got more room to run, right? Way more room to run, look, than Bitcoin did. Like, Bitcoin is a little, you know, isn't that interesting? So Bitcoin's like right at a key level. And total really is kind of at a key level, like right there, fine. There's the 2 candles met, you know. There's a little bit of chunk, you know, up and down. You could say, okay, fine. But honestly, you get above this high volume node, which you're really on, you're coming up to here. And you're battling through these highs. And so total, to me, really wants to open up. And it's doing that same idea. Could you say total is getting, you know, once you do this, you're out of it, right? And the moving average is well above the 200. There, you know, you already have the, you know, some interesting stuff going on there. You go to the 5-day, and you look, the 5-day, though, look at, you haven't gotten above the 200 SMA. And so that's a resistance. That's another thing. So that needs to be flipped for us to have more bullishness too, which is interesting. All right. I never thought we would, you know, but you can see. So now you can see, wow, the total market cap might be trying to tell us something. We need to flip the 5-day first. So Bitcoin's flipped it, but the whole market cap hasn't. And that's actually an interesting fact, because, you know, that makes this look, could be a bull trap right here for sure. You have to be open-minded and be ready to short the market. Take some profits and know when to bail, you know. Things are always looking so good. And when things are looking good, the fear and greed index usually has a high set of greed, and people don't want to, you know, they don't want to listen. That's real greed right there. That's high greed. 73 still, even though Bitcoin's not doing that well, it's kind of strange. You think the greed would have subsided a little bit, but I guess there's just a lot of greed. And it just and a lot of times this will be like telling me when, and I'm like, no, I'll fight with, the greed's not that high. And it really is. And it ends up being right, you know. So you want to pay attention to that. You don't want to kind of force that. Not at all. Not at all. Who's here having a great time with their family, really enjoying life, hanging out with each and every one of your members. Had some good turkey. Did you have a good time on Thanksgiving with your family? I hope you did. May God bless each and every one of you. If you're in the live, you're in the right place at the right time. Thank you. Lifer is the best. Makes my day better. Gonna love trading knowledge, yeah? So, my man, just want you to know that I've been praying for you and your family. Love you, brother, and I don't know how a man can stay as consistent like you. You're an inspiration to us all. hey man, it's just like I owe it to my parents to like, they love me so much. So like, you know, cool thing to show my dad's vintage Rolex. You know? Man, my heart's been ripped out this year though. Yeah, losing my mom and my dad. 40 years old. I feel so young. And they were so good to me. And like, I didn't know that we were gonna lose them that fast. You know, I thought I had them to their 80s. Both their parents lived through the Depression, all this other stuff. We have all this technology, all these great things, you know. And their parents both lived to 89, 90 years old. My dad's dad was shingling the roof at 84, fell off a ladder, whatever, you know. He would have lived even longer, but the fact that he was even doing that at 84. You know, my mom was so fit, man. She was walking all the time, and she was like, she had so many plans. I told her, she had so many plans. So many plans. You know? Man, like, and I had so many plans. My daughters loved her. My daughters loved her. I couldn't wait to, like, bring her places. She was the nicest person you would ever meet in your whole life. I promise. If you met my mom, you'd be like, wow, what a nice person. Like, she never said a bad word about anybody. She just wouldn't say it. Like she had so much control. She had so much self-control. Like, and she always made an effort to be in a good mood and to help others. Her life was being a school teacher that taught kids that fell back, and she taught them how to read and reading recovery. You know what I mean? That was her life. Like, she dedicated herself to the educational system. She dedicated herself to her kids, and she loved her life. Many don't know, but I'm a twin, you know? I'm a twin, and, you know, she had me and my sister together, you know? And I was like 7 pounds. My sister was 8 pounds, and my mom was like 5'3". She was so little with us, you know? And it was just like, wow, you know what I mean? So life is just, you know, life is so fast, man. It comes and goes. Comes and goes. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the fan funding, everyone. We got Cody Mack with NEXA. Yeah, 2-day green dot print on Microsoft. Interesting. Now, I have problems with getting a good grade, setting up, ain't one. Join the training group. I love that. Why am I still awake? Shout out to Jamie. We love you, brother. God bless you and your family life for showing up no matter what. Being a real example as a man. Thank you. Love you, Sammy. We got you, bro. Wow. And I was just cutting onions. You guys know that. I was just cutting onions. Right? You guys saw me cutting those onions, right? Wow. Onions really get you, right? I won't cut onions ever again while I'm live, man. I was just chopping some onions here. Of course, right? I know you saw the onions, don't I? Wow, it stinks like onion now. Man. NOIA. Wow, this thing lifted, huh? Not supposed to be. I want to make sure I'm not getting there we go. Yeah. All right. So look, I mean, you can see the Adam and Eve double bottom there, right? Forming, wanting that move. And then up to the 200 SMA eventually. That thing wants that, like the 3 days going to close that gap. You know, that's just what happens. You have kind of the Adam and Eve here. It's so amazing how this pattern just shows up everywhere now. Like, it's on everything. And then the move to the 200 becomes the saving grace. And like, once you start putting this stuff together, like, to me, you're walking on water. Like, you got this, for me, it's effortless. It just begins to happen. Like this, I put this out saying, like, this thing's gonna moon. Like, and it's been mooning ever since. Like, it's And it's going to find its way to that, you know. And it happened the same way. You'll see the 200 break down and you'll dump to it. Like you'll see something like this on the, and you have to heed. You have to listen to price action. You can't do what you want. People want to do whatever they want, but they get hurt that way. Vision just exploded. It's funny. I had an idea, no lie, 2-3 days ago. I was like, Vision, that coin we used to trade. And I saw it and it started to explode. I was like, oh, I'm a little late. And then it just kept moving. And so I stayed away. I didn't want to, like, you know. But it's funny. It was on my mind, but I let it slip. I let this one slip. It happens. You can't get them all. You can't get them all, everybody. It's going to happen. God bless you. Thank you so much for putting some balls in the jar there. Wow, what an explosion of the balls. All over the place. God bless you. Thank you so much. I have to bring my children to school in some hours from now. I have to get the fam every... Wow. God bless you, man. Sending love for Australia to you and your fam. Thank you. God bless you, man. Yeah, amazing. 700 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. 360 people on this beautiful weekend with your family. You know. Let's look at ZEPH, right? That thing was on fire. And then it finally did that falling wedge. There it is. Could be gearing up again now. See, that's like that hidden bullish now on the 4 hour. That's like, you know. And really, you take from here to here. You got that 786 going down right there. A golden pocket if you take from the wick. I like that retracement. I'd be watching that closely. A known place. If you're bullish and things are rolling, that's a known place for a move back to the upside. Possibly 132%. ZEPH looking interesting. Near Protocol is another baby that I like. And, you know, I believe is a bull run worthy coin to kind of eat a little. Look shoulder, head, and shoulder there, though. Kind of seeing something here. You know, you got to break out the right way or you're going down. Nice if it breaks down, gets them near on the low, but 187 for near. So it doesn't look amazing. The market doesn't look absolutely amazing tonight, I'll be honest. Word of caution out there. Some shorts might be in order. Seeing some sell-offs in the red. Let's take a look at our baby CAS, a leading indicator now. If CAS pumps, the market pumps. CAS falls back. Kind of interesting, right? So, wow, I like what it's doing here, making kind of a right shoulder, flagging out. You know, kind of similar Bitcoin, but a better, way healthier flag. Still showing signs that it's going to want to hold these levels, consolidate, and pump up to 21. So, CAS will looking interesting, but it could be, you know, it is in a league of its own. But 21 still on the table. Everything looking pretty nice for Caspa. You know, oversold on the 22. And even the daily, you know, looking pretty nice. And when you zoom in, you're in like a beautiful, you know, nice consolidation. Somewhat of an Adam and Eve too. And you're getting the flag. I mean, everything's looking nice for Casper. I love this baby. Still on the radar. You know. How my lifers doing? How's everybody doing tonight? May God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Love you, Sammy. Your strength is unbelievable. Only matched by your love and consistency. I mean, my mom loved me so much, man. I have to love you all. And I'd rather be around you during these hard times. Rough here for Sammy. Best thoughts are with you. Nice to see you say howdy at Michael Whitman's channel. Another good man. God bless you, man. Thank you for saying that. Shout out to Chloe Charlie. Please give us a good coin to trade, man. God bless you, bro. Love you, man. Stay strong. I can't imagine what you're going through, but you're obviously a strong person, and you got this. R.I.P. Sam's dad. R.I.P. Sam's mom. R.I.P. Chusei. God bless you, brother. Price prediction for XNA. Prayers for your family. I mean, we're looking at maybe, you know, breaking through into the zero. I'm hanging in there, man. Standing strong. Stay here with me. Stay here with you, brother. Thank you. Doing great. Making the fam homemade salsa to go along with the tacos. That sounds great. Love you all. ARB and EGLD. And we got Rough Year, Chloe. Thank you for Crypto Plumber. Jamie, Cody Macklin, Joker NYC, Barbara Trader, Joe NYC, and everyone here on the live. You know, taking a look at BOOKMAP for you too. Little quick BOOKMAP analysis. And so we got a lot of red on the table. It's interesting, right? We got some major orders to the upside. We could froth up to 40K. Look at this. Wow, now they got some players up at 42,000. We haven't seen liquidity up at 42K before. Interesting, right? But they also have liquidity low. So they're playing games, but, you know, they may want to go up first. So the closest liquidity bar is 38.5. Then even higher. So they looks like they're planning for something coming tomorrow night into tomorrow when CME opens. You know, that's going to be 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I believe CME will be back on. Holidays will be over. It will be game time. And it will be back on like Donkey Kong. And the market's going to start doing something. And you can see the liquidity on the board. So I'm setting up. You know, I'd rather have a stop out and be ready and try to ride some of this volatility. I'm ready to play. So I get a little more risky when the liquidity starts to lift, you know. Just kind of how I do things. So we'll see what goes on, but I'm ready to rock and roll. I got a lot of spot on the table, a lot of different ideas and some future trades going. And wow, there's a lot of red above us, and we could see 42,000 into tomorrow night. You know, hey, I've seen it happen on the charts. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but we haven't seen these levels yet, and we're seeing a lot of different interesting stuff here on the table from BOOKMAP, right? So wow. I think going over too much. I don't want to get you too excited on a Saturday night. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to jump on out. May God bless each and every one of you. All right, now I'll be back, holding it together as much as I can. I'm literally going to go sleep next to my mom in the hospital for the rest of the night. I love you all. God bless you and have a great time.